Alright, so today is going to be the 7 common sense reasons why college students should be paid. From my own experience, I have been a college athlete myself for the last 5 to 6 years. I've played for Grand Rapids Community College, I've played for Youngstown State University, I played for Walsh University. So I've been through all the experiences that a college athlete has to go through. Now, if you wanted to attend the 2015 Final Four that was based in Indianapolis this past April, well, last April in 2015, if you was going to be there, you was going to be spending good over $1,000 just to have a ticket to see the game. Now, the championship game is viewed over CBS almost around 27 million people. It was also broadcast internationally through ESPN to almost everywhere around the world. Because it's the Final Four, you got the 4 top 10, the 4 top teams in the nation that's playing for a national championship. And if you just think about all the money that's really being brought in to all these universities, why wouldn't a college student be paid? Now, like I just said, all this money that's coming towards the universities, and none of that money is really going towards the athlete himself. Because we are always neglected to see that the athlete is really putting in all the work to make the school money at the end of the day. Because you see a lot of college athletes around here that don't have jobs because football or basketball or any sport that they play is way too demanding for them. Now, reason number 2, it says no one will put up with this in any other walk of life. Now, think about if you work for a Fortune 500 company and you went to work every day. You went to work every day, you paid your dues, you did this, you did that, but you got no benefits of it. You didn't receive a paycheck for it. You didn't receive any meals for it. Like, basically, you're just doing everything for free. Now, with college athletes, I can say this, we're not really doing it for free because, yes, you are paying for our college education. But other than that, we have no other time or anything to actually do anything else. Because any sport that you actually have is going to take up most of that time for you to even have a part-time job or full-time job, just to have something over the weekends, because usually you have a game or an event that you have to attend over a weekend where you can't make any money. Now, a lot of reporters and everyone that's out there will usually say that if we do pay college players, it will ruin the game itself. In my eyes, I don't really think that. Because if you say you're going to ruin the game itself, how is that? You're paying players to play. Like, you don't have to give them multi-million-dollar contracts or anything like you do when you're a professional athlete. But in college, it would be good to have a good $200 check every week or so, just to get us by to actually get food, because most athletes are not on scholarship. They have to provide food for themselves. Because I remember days that I actually played at YSU after a game. We'll usually get a piece at the end of the day, but after that, I ain't got no food in my fridge. My friends ain't got no food in their fridge, so we out if you have a girlfriend, she'll try to help you out or anything, but other than that, you have no other choices to go. Unless you go around asking people for money, then you just look like a bum. Now, people may say that other sports will be canceled because some players are being paid. I don't think that. You think about if you start paying college athletes, a lot of athletes are going to continue to play their sports because it's a benefit coming off of it. We as athletes are not going to put in all this hard work for nothing to get returned. Like I said earlier, yes, you are paying for our college education, but that is it. We can go to classes all day, then right after class, we back in meetings, back at practice, and back at study tables. You go home, you starving. You starving, ain't got nothing to eat. You can't put clothes on your back unless the clothes they give to you when you're on the or in your little sport. Now, Step 5 said implementing the new system much easier than those in charge who will want you to believe. It will be much easier to put this system in place because every college that has a sports team is making money off that sports team. Think about all the jersey sales, all the t-shirt sales, all the hat sales, socks, anything that you can name of, any accessory, all the ticket game sales. Some of that money can go towards the athlete in its own right. Because if you're gonna have an athlete be out there every day, at least give him something to come home with, instead of the satisfaction of, okay, yeah, I didn't had a good day, I got that work in, I know my plays, I know this, I know that. But at the end of the day, you might forget those plays because you're starving. Your brain is not receiving all that oxygen or getting all the nutrients or anything because you're starving. I in my in my 10 year playing football, I went a whole 5 months by having no food, no money, no nothing, and I ended up losing 50 pounds before I even was 50 pounds before I supposed to have came to Youngstown State. So me graduating from my JUCO being 330, then a 5 to 6 month span before I reported to camp for Youngstown State, I went from 330. I reported in the camp at 260. Then I had to take a whole year just to get my body back together because I was starving. Wasn't nothing there for me, and it wasn't really nothing I can do about it. Now, I said it won't dramatically change the quality of the top teams. Yes, some top teams are going to be diminished because athletes can go anywhere now and get paid. Instead of going to one of the higher end schools, yeah, you can go to a higher end school and get paid a little bit more because the school itself is bringing in more revenue than a low-tier school like Youngstown State. Say, if you try to compare Ohio State and Youngstown State, it's going to be two different scenarios because Youngstown State is not bringing in as much money as Ohio State is. So the Ohio State players will get paid a little bit more than a Youngstown player will, or any other faster you go D2, D3, you'll just have to really work more for that money or you just won't get paid that much because you're at a lower end school. It's basically just the same as your tuitions for full ride scholarships. D1A full scholarship players don't have anything to play for. Because tuition is way more and overall expenses are way more. You go D1 AA, tuition is maybe a little bit lower, but it's still high. Because a lot of people in a lot of places can't pay all that money to go to college. So yes, football is an avenue or sports is an avenue to get to college so you won't have to pay for it. Because most people, like I said, don't have the opportunity to actually do that. So a lot of players actually go to other places to get more representation and actually compete better and have better leagues, have better conferences, and have a better tournament at the end. You will see everybody going everywhere to their dream schools. Now, last but not least, says good players will stay in school longer, which will yes be true, because you say in football you have to be on the field for at least 3 years. Basketball, you only got to be on the court for 1 year. So, and especially in basketball, if players are able to get paid, they will stay in school longer, which will increase graduation rates between athletes. More football players will stay their fourth year to play on the field because they know they're not about to just graduate and end their football career, then go on about their life. They can play one more year, get a little bit more revenue, be able to save a little bit more if they can before they go in the real world. Because I know if I was in that situation, I would definitely would have saved up money from those game checks or weekly checks that we'll get from our university, from our coach staff, or from the NCAA. We will, I will, we would have been able to save more money and actually get things done at the end of the day. Because if more players stay in school, more players graduate, which is better for their outcome in life. Because that's what we all came to school for, is to graduate college and build success from here. Now, it might take longer to do this, but all in all, if we can start it now, the faster we start, the faster we'll get here. We take all day to keep on going through this and see if college players will get paid or not, then we'll never get to an end result. Because a lot of players in this walk of life need that assurance that something is going to be there for them, and not just go to practice, go to school, go to practice, go to school, then try to find a part-time job when you don't have nothing else to do. Because within that season, or within that, because even through the season, you really have no time. In the off season, you have very little time because there's so much of demand for athletes to be with their team, doing meetings, doing community service somewhere, but all of that you're not getting paid for. Like money in your hand, you're getting a scholarship, yes, which is a lot of money. But you think about it, football is like a full-time job, or sports is like a full-time job. We put in all this work, and the only thing we get paid back is to go to school an hour later. That's all we getting paid. We don't actually get any money in our hands when we see people walking around with our jerseys on or representing our school and this and that, but where's that money going? Because it's not going toward the athlete at all. It's just going to the school to build better stadiums or better facilities, or it's going into the coaching staff pockets when the athlete has nothing to do with it. In conclusion, I would like to see college athletes get paid at the end of the day, because I know throughout a lot of struggles that I've been through, that I've seen teammates go through, we've all struggled at some time in our careers. And it shouldn't be like that, especially when you're young in college, you're away from home. A lot of kids these days don't have support from their parents or loved ones because they either grew up without them, or you're just so far away from home. A lot of people can't just send you money, do this and do that, because they have their own lives to depend on themselves. So, like I said, I would like to see college athletes get paid at the end of the day. It doesn't have to be much, but at least let them get by with something. That's really all I have today. Thank you.